Hi Jennifer, how you doing? I have your cover, your contents page, and then your interior spread over here. And I want to say this is just such a pleasure to see this because it's come so far, Jennifer, from the last iteration in week 5, and it's just it, you can see how busy you've been with research and techniques and experimenting and everything. It's just wonderful where you've come. So really great job there. Let's get down to some specifics here. I think this is a um, much better typeface. I think I'm sure you'll find a better one between now and the time you put this in your final student portfolio. Um, but you're definitely showing that you're heading in the right directions in terms of visual experimentation, because this is much better than that first typeface. And I'm just looking over here because I have your work. Yes, I have your work right there. So yeah, that first one was that real tall typeface, and then that you had everything in those green boxes. So I'm just so pleased to see this. This is interesting. I think you've done a wonderful job right here. This is really nice. It's just so nicely composed and balanced, and really, really nice finesse there. This is a little bit clumsy, though. It just seems to be thrown up there and it happened to stick. This is unusual to have this second image on the cover, I think. I would say, yes, it probably is a good idea to put some sort of a head over here or counter headline over here, but I don't know so much in this situation because you've got this nice counterweight here. So I would revisit this before your final. Not for this. I mean, you've done wonderful for this class, but I mean, before you decide to put this in your final student portfolio. Okay. This, I would say, you could take this in and move it down here to the second. Well, I think that would make more sense. Okay, contents page looks good. Um, on the cover, cooking with duck. Yes, yes, yes. These little typographic compositions look really good. I think it's very, very organized. Moving forward, I'd like to see you try to keep this organization, but without trying to box things in. You know what I mean? Okay. And then let's move on to the typographic spread, because I think that is probably the most dramatic difference between your last iteration and the most improved. Because right now I'm looking at the one with the green background, and this is just superior. What you've done here is just superior. So really nice job. What I would like to see is this. You've got this 3-column um, grid, and that's great. However, it seems like your outer column is always more narrow than your 2 other columns. If that's on purpose, that's awesome, but I would try to make that a little bit more apparent so that it doesn't look like a mistake and it looks like, yes, that's indeed what you did. Okay. Over here, I think this is a good start to a head, but I would work this into the head and use the head in an area, something like that. Well, I can't, let me grab it over here. Okay, headline, and then I would take this image here and I would crop it long and narrow, and I would probably just kind of span the page so that we have a designated headline area. Then we can start with the 3-column spread. Okay, typographically, your rags are really inconsistent. Remember, rags, in, out, in, out, in, out, not regularly, and no large intervals either. But stuff like this, where you have this wavy pattern, goes like that, no patterns. You shouldn't have any patterns at all. Like this goes like this, it goes like this. See that? It's forming this wavy pattern. So you don't really want that. You'd rather have this go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, without any huge fluctuations. They don't by no means have to be on a regular, just as long as it doesn't look like it's been, planned, like long, short, long, short, long, short. You know what I'm saying? Like, just as long as there's no really big fluctuations, you'll be fine. Okay. One of the things I noticed on your other part, the presentation of your recipe over here on the first, I think is a little more effective in your first presentation than it is here, because these just are all, it seems like you had this nice separation in the first, but here they just all run together. So like, I'm afraid that this says, okay, 2 cloves garlic smashed with the side of a knife. And then it goes right into 1 tablespoon tomato paste. So, I mean, shouldn't we take a break between smashed with the side of a knife, 2 clove garlic smashed with the side of a knife, little space, 1 tablespoon tomato paste, little space, 1 cup dry red. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then finally, the only last thing is your folios. You should have the page on the outside like you do, but then instead of having, you can have something on the inside, but it should be symmetrical. So in other words, it should go garnish December 2015, and then December 2015 garnish. Okay, just see what I mean? So it's in reverse, and the same thing would be if you place that folio information over here, it would be reversed. Okay. Outstanding. Love it. You've shown so much improvement. It's just really blowing me away. So great job. Thanks so much.